Hi everyone, and welcome back. Today I thought I would do a flip through from January to end of May in my Hobonichi Cousin. I'm going to flip while I talk because it's probably going to take a little while. But the front cover, Brandy Kincaid, Frank Hart's U2, and of course Coffee Monsters Co. I just liked the look of this. I did have it inside of the little gifts cover from Hobonichi, but it's getting a bit chunky now, so I have taken it out, and I quite like it out of the cover actually. So I'm just going to flip through. If you see something you like and you want to know where it's from, just let me know and I'll let you know. Not using the calendar at the front at all, or these calendars. I kind of had planned to, but I didn't end up using them. I started out the year putting a little character sticker in the day, just to kind of denote how the day went and the things that I did. Oh look, I missed the 28th of January. Then I didn't do the February deco, just to sort of set up for Feb. And you can see here, obviously I fell off the bandwagon in March. So let's skip ahead to January. So here's my first spread from the 1st of January. I was with my family in Mackay for the first 6 weeks of the year. So I did a little bit of this, but my mum was particularly unwell and we had a lot of visitors, and so I stopped for a couple of weeks, well, quite a few weeks, just a little bit here and there. So I ended up filling the space with these photos that I took while I was there, and these beautiful stickers from Little Linda Stickers. So cute. And I carried on with that for a little bit, just popping in some photos that I took while I was with my family. Most of them are things I posted on social media. This is the week I started driving back to Melbourne. Yes, I drove 3,000 kilometers each way. Just some stickers I got from Redbubble. And then not much else happened in here until, this is cute, March. I tried again and, didn't get very far. Got some new stickers, tried again. But this spread is the reason I bought a cousin for this year, because I had missed it so much. And then I kind of just fell off. I just fell off, I just got tired. I was sick, I was tired, and I think because of those first 6 weeks of not being in Melbourne, not being at home, I just didn't get into the habit immediately. But what I've started doing just for 2 weeks now is writing out, well, you can see, I'm just taking tombos and having a bit of fun in here, just enjoying sort of figuring out the big thing of the day and writing that out. This is today here. I was watching Game of Thrones before and I said, who's that guy? Because I'm trying my best this year with Game of Thrones to try to really understand who all the characters are. And this guy turned up and I had no idea who he was. So this is my 14 years with Gidget, happened on the 29th of May, and it was also the 7 years in my job as well. So that was quite exciting. So I've enjoyed that. I've actually kept, let me show you. I've kept this sort of near where I do this on the couch. It's my Tombow entire collection. I absolutely love this thing so much. So I just kind of took it over to the coffee table and just left it there all week. So every night I would just grab some colors, and you can maybe tell from this that I was kind of going in rainbow order, sort of, not here, but here I was starting to go in rainbow order. But anyway, I've really enjoyed that part. It seemed to make life so much simpler. So that's that until today. This is tomorrow. I had my turning the page for New Year, which I set up earlier in the year, and with the things I wanted to do, and I was going to write about them, but I never got around to that, but I might still. And then, I found it really difficult to journal when I was staying with my family. I don't know why. Well, I do. I was very busy. Mum wasn't able to sort of move around very much, so I was cooking and, you know, helping out and run and sort of spending time with them as well. So I kind of just got out of the habit. So I popped some things in here. One of the Christmas cards I sent this year to people. Well, I didn't send. I handed to people. I did this screenshot to tell me what my Taylor Swift song of the year was. And what my word for 2023 should be according to Merriam-Webster, just a screenshot, and I got preposterous, contrary to nature's reason or common sense, absurd and foolish. I got a Cyndi Lauper Funko Pop doll for my car. While I was with my family, I played a game with my little niece, second cousin. I don't know what she is. I can't remember. And yeah, these are the drawings that we did together. My mum and dad dismantling the Christmas tree. I have a tea. I never drink tea, but I drink it when I'm with them. And what the view looked like. And then there's this this account on Instagram. Why do something right away when you can wait for it to give you a panic attack? They're like disappointing affirmations or something like that, they're called. So some of those make me laugh quite a bit. Screenshot this one for a prompt, learn a new life skill, and I thought I would write about it, but I didn't. This is the book I was reading on January 11th, and I can tell you that I'm still reading it now because I'm a terrible reader these days. Some other things from Instagram just to try to give me something to write about. And then a photo from the time I was there. My brother works at KFC and they built a new one, so he wanted to go see it. And I made this little meme. And I really started to enjoy doing this kind of lettering for the day. And what I found over the past few years in my cousin is that I find a lettering style and then I just stick with it. I hardly ever change it, which was part of the reason why I did this, to try to come up with some different lettering, different ways to letter, but I feel like I'm still in the same way. I bought a new car and that's why I drove it to visit my family, and this is some ice cream that we had at this little cafe, and my cousin works in that cafe as a voluntary, it's a little not-for-profit cafe in my hometown. And I always watch the cricket with my dad, so here's the winning team and that was our team that we were supporting, of course. And there was a cyclone happening at the same time as well while I was staying there, so we didn't get any damage from there at all. Just some fun in the car, taking photos one day. My mum ended up in ICU for a little while, so I wanted to not remember it, but document it at least. And she's okay. She's not great, but she's okay. So a few more blank pages here. This is kind of the end of my stay there. The start of February. I'm like if Valentine's and Halloween gave birth. Two of the best holidays that aren't holidays. And then we've got, I'm just going to pop this sticky here to cover that photo up. It's got my license plate on it. I don't think I want my license plate all over the place. So this is the trip back, driving through New South Wales, and this is in Sydney. This is coming out of Sydney. That's where I stopped for lunch. And then I stayed in a tiny home, and this is where the tiny home was, and there was no electricity. There was no TV or internet or reception on the phone or anything. So I just journaled and played with my phone, like my photos, and just had a nice time. And then I got home to this pile of packages and went to the park straight away. We didn't even come to the house. We went straight to the park. And then I'm back in Melbourne. So I'm kind of calling this a new chapter. One of the first things I did when I got back was ordered from my favourite restaurant, Deliciousness, and I have a few times since I've been back done that. More stationery photos, went out for the day with my friend Trish. What else did we do? Valentine's Day, I didn't write anything about it. I did, though, get a thanks for being a member of Nespresso for 14 years. Told me that my favorite coffee was India, and that in the past year I've had 380 cups of coffee. I mean, that's just the ones I've had at home. Let's not even count the ones. Oh my goodness, that's... Okay, cool. Moving on. Some shopping. I'm not sure if this is the right... I think this happened on Saturday. So this is me showing how people spell my name at the coffee shop. Densley, which is my favorite, not. And it's a photo of the coffee shop. And then my friend, who did I go with? Shauna and I went to Milligram and to Kiki K. And so I have my receipt from Milligram and my receipt from Kiki K. And then this was one of the notebook what held it together. And I just put the sticker on there, and it wrapped around the back as well. We had brunch together that day. Here's our brunch. And then I went to my cousin and her partner were visiting from Queensland, and we went out for dinner, and that was the sunset that night as well. Just beautiful Melbourne sunsets. This was the video that went up that day, and it was me going overboard at Kiki K. It was kind of a, old school Kiki K haul. And then here's that same coffee shop spelling my name, Desline. I've since told them how to spell it, and they tend to remember now. I went to the Apple store, bought myself a yellow iMac, not pink, but yellow. And this was just randomly on my walk home when I took Gidget for a walk. This was a cake. So here's what the cake looked like. And Trish and I did this little stop motion kind of video to show the cake being eaten. So I popped that in there for some cuteness. I've got another order here for pizza this time, and me cleaning up my bench, which doesn't look like this today. It's an absolute mess. And me repurposing this box that I had originally made for stickers to house all of my journals and even my printer there as well. I bought some pine lime splice ice creams. I just thought that little bit could go in there as like a little tabby thing. And then here's my beautiful yellow Mac setup. I actually did the whole office area, which is just this space. It's a tiny little nook, little alcove in my hallway coming in from the front door. And I put the pegboards up and got a new desktop for my desk. And these little shelves were already there, and I just decorated everything. Here I made a card with Trish for a class that she was teaching. This was, Bays is the beautiful candle. I got the car diffuser in the same scent, and now my whole journal smells beautiful, just smells like Bays. Here's me again pretending to do something but didn't. And here was me setting up my plans for these two traveler's notebooks, general reference, personal reference. Still haven't done that, but it's in the plan. I made a little video using my Remarkable tablet, my wallet, a little cup of coffee, and some Tim Tams. It was a really cute little reel that I made. I went shopping at Mecca. Well, got Mecca delivered. Here's me getting soup. I think I was sick. Yeah, if you don't choose a day to rest, your body will choose it for you. I was quite sick at this time, and so I ordered soup, 2 different types of soup, and had them delivered. And yeah, that kept me... Oh, actually, this is where my jaw had locked, and that's right, I couldn't eat proper food, so I could only have soup. I remember that now. Wow. But this is St. Pat's Day, and of course I saw this on Instagram, this particular donut, and so I had to order them. I only ended up having this one and this one, over 2 days, and the others ended up throwing away, unfortunately. I got some flowers delivered from my dear friend Moana family, and I also got a Glossier package. So I just thought they send you a sticker, so I just put this in here, and I was going to write a bit about it, but clearly not. So all these pages where I haven't written in, I can always just go back and write in. So I put this, I've had this leaf sitting on my bench for a couple of days, a couple of weeks at this point. And so I finally popped it in here, just that first month of autumn here in Australia. And I wrote autumn days and then didn't do anything with that yet. This is the sticker off of my grapes. They were cotton candy grapes. They just have this really sweet kind of cotton candy taste and delicious. And I can never find them in my candle era. So this is just before Easter, I guess. And I bought this candle and I burnt it all in about a day and a half. It was, you know, quite a big one, 3 wicks. It was lovely. And I also got some more flowers delivered, and let's see, chicken mini buns and pan-fried dumplings and noodles with peanut and sesame butter sauce. One of my favorites. And then, so with the flowers, you can just get a free card. So it says Hobby Easter in the card. And I bought a beautiful magnolia in a vase, which is on my bench. And I did a whole deco for Easter, and I've got photos, but I just obviously haven't printed them yet and popped them in here. I was drinking lemon, ginger, and honey tea. And here's my wrapping of one of my Easter eggs. Chocolate is always necessary. A few more blank pages. We're coming up to the middle of April. I was in Sydney on the 15th and 16th of April. One of my visits to a client. And I, you know, plan to write about that at some point. I got a new picture for the wall here, and Shauna came over for dinner. We got pizza, and also we hung the picture on the wall. And I got all these new cushions as well for my couch. So it's a really cozy little area. It's my favorite place to be. This was around about the time I watched Baby Reindeer, so I'll probably write a bit about that on here. And here I went out to Monash to pick up some samples for a client. This is the little camera on my car that shows you where your car is parked and what's around it. I was just sitting in the car with my friend having a chat that evening, and wanted to document it. I'll probably write about it. I will actually write about it at some point. So here's a bit more on this one, which is going to be my personal reference. I've said here possibilities: pink TN, Tokyo TN, hollyhocks, or Anone, and I ended up deciding that it would be this. I kind of want it to be a traveler's notebook or ring binder, but I'm not really in the mood for ring binders at the moment, so I chose traveler's notebook so I can have different things in different books. This is my this is hard to explain. One of my staff, one of my account managers who works for me, he lives in Brisbane, and he's recently had the second baby, and this is her name is Nithya, and she's gorgeous, and I've become the work grandmother of this baby. So he and his wife both send me photos every weekend, and I just adore her. I think she's gorgeous. This is the day I set up put these stickers and charm on my camel TN. One of my favorites. I love it so much. Here's just a walk in the park. Autumn is such a beautiful time in Melbourne. And then we hit May. I got my flu vaccine on the 1st of May. Obviously didn't feel like writing anything after that. It's been a really, really busy time at work, actually. Very intense time at work. Oh, look at this. I've really scribbled, haven't I? I got some very pretty happy mail from my friend Angie, and this is the cover of the envelope. Oh, actually, it is the envelope, and a little letter from her as well that's in there. So I thought this was a nice way to keep a record of this, and I was going to write some stuff there, but obviously I haven't yet. I did some swatches of my Ferris wheel press inks in there. I did a course on coaching for high performance, and that was the parking receipt, which I need to stick in there. And then I did some swatching of some more Ferris wheel press inks, and also an order arrived for me from Cousin, so I have those stickers in there. We had a belated birthday for my friend Agatha. We went for lunch and to Dior, and came back here for some chats afterwards. And then I was writing these backwards. I'd started later and I went Thursday, Wednesday, and then because I had Wednesday, I wrote Thursday, and actually it's Tuesday anyway. Thursday and Friday, no notes in there. And then I have, so there's this tree sort of where I walk Gidget, and it has these beautiful red leaves, and they all fall. The trees are bare now. This was just the 26th of May, so only a week ago. The trees are now bare, and I managed to get one of these. Gidget just loves to scrunch through leaves. Even if they come up past her belly, she still kind of walks through them and sniffs through them, and she absolutely loves them, really loves them. So I had to take one and kind of try to match the color a little bit. So here, where I've been doing these big days of the week kind of things, I think I'll introduce these to that, probably the lowercase more than anything, but perhaps if I want anything to stand out, I can do them with this as well. So I might try them with the Tombos. I haven't I haven't really tried silicone stamps with Tombos before, but I feel like it should work. I'll give it a go and see. Otherwise, it'll just be a stamp with the black ink like this, and then I will like messily color underneath. So I'm looking forward to trying those out. I think the bee is so cute, and I love these little message bubble words and things as well. They're really cute. So that's those. I'll just cover up this little section here. So here's Monday. I was in the office that day. There's some private things under there that I'd rather not show. And then Tuesday, I've said nothing's fine, I'm torn, which is actually what I've written in the weekly section as well. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. There's just some stuff going down at work that's really quite intense. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I've been playing Down Bad by Taylor Swift on repeat. I got an award at work. So just kind of playing with the lettering and things, really enjoying that. And then Friday, which I haven't filled out yet, not sure what I'll do. One thing I've noticed is that I've stopped taking so many photos. I took all of these photos back here, or screenshots and things, and I've slowed down a lot. There's not many photos on my phone for me to print out anymore. I used to sit down and just go through the phone and print out a whole bunch at a time, but I think you get to this stage where you're exhausted, right? Just physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted, which is kind of where I am right now. I think, this weekend has been good to just relax and refresh and, get back to normal. But it has been, a chunk of time here has just been hard, really hard. So the taking photos just hasn't seemed to interest me. And that's sad, because I do love taking photos, but it's all good. I do love how this is happening. I'm really enjoying how this looks and feels and how chunky it is. I think it's a nice level of chunk. It's just under half a year. So if I can continue, which I think I can, I think I'm kind of back in the flow. I just need to go and add some things here and there. But yeah, I really love how it's happening. I'm enjoying this. This is from, but I was watching a video by, I think it's Amy Yole on YouTube, and she's also on Instagram, and she had pages like this in her weeklies, and it just spoke to me. So I thought that's so much easier than the stickers. This I love. I just love how that looks, but I actually really love how this looks too. It's messy and fun and colourful. I do love the colour. Maybe I'll try a monochrome week as well and see how that goes. It's just good to get a overall, how am I feeling, what happened today kind of thing, you know. It's good. Yeah, and I love trying out these new lettering styles. Like I really love this kind of squarish looking one. I kind of tried to do it again here as well, and here. Please excuse the profanities. Like this was ugly, but you know what? It's okay. It was ugly day as well. So, you know, things happen, and this is how we remember them if we want to. So I have a pile of stickers here. I'll just do a really quick look at these. I've shown these already on my channel. I think I did an unboxing, but I'll just show you these. Mainly is Taylor Swift, Harry Styles and science on all of these stickers. That's the lyrics to All Too Well. Pathological people pleaser. So I'm going to add these to the back of this cousin, but I might also keep some for some other setups that I still haven't done yet, and the fronts of the traveler's notebooks as well. I also wanted to, I think these ones, I want to do like a Halloween planner and have it sort of, you know, spooky. Or maybe it'll just be an insert in my traveler's notebook that I do. So I just collected a couple. This is from Jaws. Just collected a couple of stickers alongside the Taylor Swift and the science ones, just for fun. So I'll probably do this off camera. I think it's just something that I'll have near me, and whenever inspiration strikes me, I will add things to this book and the other books that I have around me. But that's my walkthrough of my Hobonichi Cousin to date. A lot of people have asked me to do one of these, and I wanted to, but I just, you know, time is a good fun, isn't it? Just finding time to get things done. But I'm super happy to have done it. I really have enjoyed looking through this. I kind of flip through it all the time, and I'll find a page and go, oh yeah, that's right, we did that this night. So I'll go through and I'll write about it. So far in the past for me at the time, but it's useful. There's also an Apple if you've got an iPhone, there's a journaling app now that shows you what you did that day, like if you drove somewhere or went somewhere, or took a photo or whatever, it shows you that in the app. So that's quite helpful to come back to and try and fill in some gaps as well. I find coffee and food and planning features a lot in here. Receipts for food really more than anything. Because I think when I order takeout, that's when you know I'm just exhausted, because I do tend to cook every night myself. Like I cook stir fries that tend to be my favorite. But if you're seeing receipts for takeout food in my journal, then you know I've had a rough couple days, because I'm over it and have to get takeout. So yes, that's it. I have very much enjoyed going through this book today, but I really loved putting this together as well. You know, no matter how I'm feeling about life at the time, you can sort of tell. If you look through the journal, I can see how things were at that particular time. Like this was me running around to the chemist and the supermarket to get things that Mum needed in ICU. She needed non-slip socks and a heat pack and just silly things that would bring her comfort. And she likes a particular type of jelly bean. She likes the black ones. So, you know, those kind of things I was able to collect for Mum. it probably made me feel better more than it made her feel better. But it's something that we share. You know, my dad and my brother may not think of those kinds of things. And anyway, yes. So that's a memory that I'll have, you know, because I've stored it in here. I'll be able to look back on if I want to. And yeah, lots of prompts in here for me to fill out as well if I wish to. All right, I think that's it from me. I really appreciate you, if you're still here now especially, I really appreciate you sticking around and listening to me go through this book and all of my feelings and thoughts. Let me know if you enjoyed it too. I hope you did. It's, you know, always a work in progress. I think people on Instagram and YouTube, it looks like they're so put together with their books and their journals, and you can see I'm really not. There's many empty pages in here, and in the old days that would have bothered me, but now it doesn't. It's totally fine, you know. I can put a photo on there, or I can leave it blank, or a journaling card or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me whatsoever anymore, because the empty pages tell a story as well, right? The empty pages are those days when you're just too tired, sad, depressed, angry, or just not in the mood. Whereas the other days you're feeling, okay, cool, I did this today, and you wanted to record it, and that works. And then some other things you just have to leave a couple of weeks before you're ready to write about it, or take a photo, or to put a photo in there, or you know, record that particular thing. So it's funny how one book can hold so much of you, you know. I find it, yeah, this is why we love paper so much, right? Okay, that's enough sentimentalness from me. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you, of course, always. And we'll see you all again super soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye. So while I'm looking at this lettering that I've been doing, these crazy letters, I had picked up these 2 stamp sets. It's My Little Journal on YouTube and Instagram. These are so pretty. They're from, the shop is called Heba Elisabai Creates. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Here is her business card, and yeah, I love her channel. She does a lot of like scrapbooking, I guess you'd say. So I've got these 2 stamp sets. They're the same, just uppercase and lowercase. And I got them because they remind me a little bit of my handwriting, but a kind of neater version. Plus it came with this bee. I mean, how can I with this bee? It's so cute. So I think as part of this, I will be stamping out some of that lettering that you see. Maybe not in the weekly section, because I'm kind of trying out different lettering styles in there.